Hello and welcome back to our channel Manga Recap. Today we are going to do a recap of the anime series called Merc Storia. The apathetic boy and the girl in a bottle. Yu is an apprentice healer who lives in a world where humans and monsters coexist. As a healer, Yu has the ability to turn hostile monsters into friendly pets, and together with Merc, a tiny girl magically trapped in a bottle, he embarks on a grand adventure to help Merc regain her memories. In the beginning, we see a man return home and he is greeted by his kid and wife. His kid asks if he has brought any gift for him. The man hands him the bag and says that the gift is inside. The boy opens the box and it is water or some liquid in the bottle. The man gives a ring to his wife and the child complains that how he always gets cheap stuff. The father says that the gift is about the feelings and not the cost, and the bottle contains dreams and adventure. Then they eat and chat. Next day the boy, whose name is Yu, and his father are sitting under a tree. Father tells him how monsters and humans live together, but it was not always the case. The monster used to hurt humans until healers came along. Healers have the ability to heal the heart of the monsters and make them an ally. The father tells the boy that he has the same ability, and the boy proclaimed that he has heard this 100 times. The father leaves for his adventure and promises to return in the winter. Time pass and winter come. Yu is still waiting for his father to return. He is sitting in the room and opens the bottle his father gave him. The content of the bottle shine and then transforms into a little chibi girl with blue hair having a watery texture. The bottle starts to float and the girl peeking through the mouth of the bottle tells you that her name is Merc. Next, they go to a shop and there is a little cat-like monster sitting at the door. You can't get past it as he is scared of monsters, even the healed ones. Merc can talk to monsters and helps him get past them. They go in to buy supplies for their adventure, and the shopkeep advises them that there are dangerous and held monsters, and that they should not go alone on an adventure. Merc is a magical girl who heals the heart of those tired from the journey. She has no memory of the past before she met you, and they are going on a journey to restore her memory. The sales girl at the store sells you a stink bag that keeps the monster away. But a fluffy rat-like monster snatches the bag and runs away. You and Merc chase it to a monster carnival, where the monster drops the bag in a tent. But as it flees it bumps into Merc, who is about to fall when you catches her and saves her. The fluffy monster makes a tent fall, angering a flame bear. Merc reveals to everyone that Yu is a healer. Everyone starts to ask him to use his healer magic, but he gets anxious and runs away. After escaping from the mob of people, they stop. Merc apologizes and they ponder why Fluffy Monster wanted the bag. They hear a voice coming from the woods and follow it. They find the Fluffy Monster in a bad condition, and there is an unheld Enigma monster there. The Enigma attack and chases Yu. Yu reaches a dead end and is about to be attacked by the Enigma when Fluffy Monster protects him. Enigma charges an attack, but Merc throws the stink bag at it to weaken it, and Yu uses his healing magic to heal the Enigma. They return to the city, where Merc tells the story to the shopkeepers. They give them the travel supplies for free and set them up with a man named Yamo to travel. They leave with Yamo and their duty is to guard his carriage. While leaving they see the Enigma from before, and it makes a beautiful rainbow. Mr. Fluffy come falling from the sky, and he also joins Yu and Merc on their journey. They travel to Ruka village, and culturally and technologically advanced village. There they encounter a dragon-like monster that is unheld. Yamo hides, and Yu also hides instead of using his magic. Merc calls him out on that. A man appears and fends off the monster with an advanced sword that shoots lasers. The monster runs away. The man turns out to be the son of the mayor, and he knows Yamo. He takes them to the village. In the village, the daughter of the mayor of Amaru village is also visiting. She is to be married to the son of the mayor. She is being watched over by watchdog Bellner. She meets Merc and Yu and tells them she is being married against her wishes, and Merc advises her to run away until she comes to a final decision. Bellner is away and she asks Yu and Merc to help her run away, and they run away in the woods. Mayor's son and Bellner think she has been kidnapped and start looking for her. When Bellner states his backdated ideals that a girl should not fight and only should marry a strong man and look after the house, Mayor's son does not like this and challenge him to duel. In the woods, you, Merc, and the girl from Amaru called Lily are looking for a place where they will not be followed. They meet another boy who lives in the wood. They encounter an injured wolf-like monster Garashan. Lily asks you to heal it. You explains that he does not heal injuries. They take it to the cave where the boy from the woods, Stito, lives and tend to its injuries. Stito tells them about the flowers that bloom in the sky, which are fireworks, and that he is looking for them. Stito offers Lily to stay in the cave with him, but she chose to go back. At night, while going back, they are surrounded by monsters. Lily, guided by Garashan, goes to the village to get Belner, while you, Merc, and Stito, while hiding, fall into a cave where the dragon monster Merc Agre is hiding. You uses his healing magic to heal the Merc Agre. Stito perfects his firework and signals Lily and others. The mayor's son seems to know Stito. Back in the village, Lily proposes an alliance without marriage, and it turns out that Stito is also mayor's son, while the mayor's son turns out to be mayor's eldest daughter and tells them her name is Harshut, and accept the alliance proposal. She thanked you and seemed to be a bit interested in him. Mr. Fluffy asks Merc to rename him, and you names him Toto. After that, they leave with Yamo. Next, we see on Spring Hills Princess Elodie is being taught history by the butler, and she is getting bored. She flies and tries to run away, but her mother stops her. She tells her she is bored and leaves to play. While flying away, she bumps into a tree branch and falls down. She finds a small sword in the stone and pulls it out. As she does it, black smoke escapes the rock. You've Merc and Yamo are shown entering the fairy country, and they become small-sized to match the fairy country, but Toto is unaffected. They encounter some guards who learn that Yu is a healer and ask him to come to Spring Hills Palace. They meet the queen, who tells them that the black fog appeared 2 weeks ago and is eating the spring, and that a black dragon is seen behind the fog. The queen tells them the legend about how the king who founded this place trapped the dragon using the sword, and she describes the sword that Elodie found. Elodie is eavesdropping on their conversation. Queen asks you to help, and he is hesitant, but agrees to help. The queen gives them the blessing of the spring to protect them from the cold of fog. Elodie decides to give the sword to you and take the sword and fly out. You and Merc go to a tavern, and there they meet up with 2 warriors from rival clans, Peristus of the Granadol clan and Minera of the Shigaroru clan. They are about to fight, but the bartender throws them out. Outside, Elodie comes being chased by 2 monsters. Both warriors act fast and save a falling Elodie, and he uses his healing magic to heal the monsters. The warriors recognize Elodie, but they think she has come to defeat the dragon on her own and ask her to take them with her. They all ride Toto to get to the fog. They decide to go to Hanging Bell Forest, but there are gained spiders there. Menera suggests getting help from fairies who live in the Black Forest. They go to Black Forest and meet up with a fairy, but he refuses to help and asks them to leave. While camping, Merc sees the sword from the legend in possession of Elodie, but she lies that she found buried in the garden. As the fairy refused to help, they are forced to take the longer route. Yu asks about the fairy, and the warriors tell him that there was a fairy who broke some traditions involving humans and lost the power to fly. The fairies in the Black Forest are his descendants, and they avoid contact with outsiders. They encounter the fog and are about to be engulfed, but are saved by the fairy from the Black Forest, Zephyrade. Unfortunately, Peristus is affected and falls into a coma. Zephyrade and the group set out to find the dragon and stop the fog. They are passing through giant spiders area when they are attacked. They are surrounded, but Peristus come and save them. Elodie confesses that she freed the dragon, and they all forgive her. Peristus is affected, and Elodie asks Minera to take him back. They proceed and meet the dragon in the fog, where he heals the dragon, and Elodie apologizes to it and makes it her pet. Spring return and Yamo make a huge profit. Yu and Merc continue their journey with Yamo and get into many adventures. They then return to the kingdom, where Yamo tells them that his wagon needs repairs, so they will be staying some time here. They meet the shopkeepers from the beginning and head home. Yu tells his mom that he will be staying for a while. At night Merc tell you that she wants to see a Kraus, a rare shiny monster. The next day is Merc's birthday, and you sneaks out to find Kraus. He goes into a cave. Merc thinks he is angry at her for dragging him on a journey. She follows him into the cave but gets lost. You finds a Kraus who is stuck. He heals him and then frees him. Merc reaches the center of the cave. There are many flowers. You finds her and tells her the reason why is he there, and tell her that she has helped him grow and invites her on another journey. The weather clears up and the flowers start to shine and making it look very beautiful. We see a flashback from the start where Yu's father tells him that he journeys a lot because he has a dream to make a world where monster and human live side by side. And that's all for today, guys. If you like the recap and want more recaps like this, consider subscribing to our channel.